Part 1. Grace moves in. I never planned to post here. Reddit's always been my guilty pleasure, especially the entitled parents sub. A steaming mug of coffee and someone else's wild family drama? Perfect way to start the morning. But then life handed me a story that sounds like it was written for this place. I'm 22 now, an only child. I just graduated with a degree in chemistry full ride scholarship. It should have been a joyful time. Instead, it's been a masterclass in manipulation, greed, and poetic justice. 5 years ago, my mom died of ovarian cancer at only 55. She and my dad had been together since college, soulmates, completely devoted. Her death broke him, the man who had always been sharp, confident, unshakable, just unraveled. Then came Grace. She was my mom's nurse in her final weeks. At first, she seemed like a saint, kind, attentive, soft-spoken. She checked in on my dad every now and then after my mom passed, just to see how he was coping. But even at 17, I saw the red flags. I knew she was scouting her opportunity, circling like a vulture. My dad mourned for a year. Grace was patient. She'd drop in once a month, call to check on him, and then quietly vanish until, suddenly, she didn't. That next year, she swooped in fast, dinners, dates, and then, within 6 months, they were married. She was 40, he was 58, and still emotionally gutted from losing my mom. He smiled more around her, and part of me tried to accept it because I thought, maybe, just maybe, she was good for him, but I never trusted her, not for a second. Still, in our Scandinavian household, it's considered deeply disrespectful for a son to question his father's personal choices, so I stayed quiet. My dad had retired early from a wildly successful banking career. He'd built a sizable fortune and owned a beautiful 5-bedroom home in a very upscale, in-demand neighborhood. The house had been my childhood home. Every corner still whispered memories of my mom. The marriage to Grace didn't make him happier, not really. He got quieter, weaker, even though he wasn't even 60 yet. It was like he was already fading. One day, during a visit home from college, he pulled me aside. "Son," he said, "what do you need to be set up in life?" I laughed. I told him I didn't need anything. "You've done more than enough," I said. "I've got my scholarship. I'll be fine." He nodded, but he looked distant, almost relieved, like he'd just checked off some internal to-do list. He died a year later. I was stunned but not surprised. The grief had worn him down from the inside. Grace, of course, cried the loudest at the funeral, but I didn't buy it. My dad's siblings, my aunts and uncles, didn't either. Grace got the lion's share of the liquid assets, hundreds of thousands. His sisters and their children received generous gifts. I was left with tens of thousands in cash. And the house, the one thing she clearly wanted most. I hadn't asked for it. I hadn't expected anything. But my dad, even in his grief-stricken state, knew better than to let her have it all. He gave her the cash and left the heart of our family to me. Grace was furious. She hid it behind tight smiles and fake gratitude, but her eyes said it all. That house was supposed to be hers. She thought she had played her cards perfectly, but my dad had slipped an ace into my hand before he left the table.